Hello, everyone, and welcome to what will almost certainly be another in a long series of disasters with me, Amigo. Where it's the Friday night disaster stream. We got a real interesting and I think will be a fun journey tonight. I've been looking. I love to do retrospectives on developers, especially when I can fit them into a tight 2-hour block, brother. And I think that this is exactly what the doctor ordered. It actually dovetails nicely into what we did on the Amigos this week. If you missed the Amigos, go watch it, because we did our first review ever, amazingly, of Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge, very first game in the Lotus series. This is a game that was produced and developed by the gentleman over at Magnetic Fields. So I thought it might be fun to kind of look over some of the work of the fellows at Magnetic Fields. They did some games on the Amiga. The majority of their work was done on the Amiga. A lot of people don't know that before Magnetic Fields existed, they had a different name. It was Mr. Chip Software. Mr. Chip Software made games for different machines, including the C64, the Atari ST, and others. And even some stuff on the Commodore 16. They started up in '82, and by the time they changed their name, they'd already been around for 6 years. I don't know if they changed their name until '88. So they've been around for a good long while, and they had developed more than a few titles for the Amiga. So I thought it'd be fun to go through in sort of a semi yearly order on their output, because I think they're a neat company to look into. Now, I'm going to sort of cheat right out of the gate here, because the first game, technically, that they developed on the Amiga was Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge, but they actually have a credit, I think it's a producer credit on another game. Now, this game's god-awful. I'm not going to lie to you, but I couldn't help myself. I got to put it in here because it's one I played. I've played on Amigos and on also on the Ars Sinclair show on the ZX Spectrum. And that game is the notorious people. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's the notorious Kikstart 2. Kikstart 2 is the game. I never was a big fan of this one, but hey, what are you going to do? It fits the bill, and so we're going to play it, albeit maybe shortly. But we're going to give it a whirl here on the Amiga. Now, I will say, having played this on the ZX Spectrum, I'd hoped for bigger and better things on the Amiga. But boy, no, it was not to be. Let me grab my mouse here. This is a game that they actually did on the other machines, but they're only giving a producer credit on this one, but I figured we'd give it a whirl just for fun. So let's just take off here. This game is there's no way to look good at this game, I might add. You're gonna look bad every time. You can see, here we go. And you can see our opponent down there. He's killing it. Yeah, get used to that, folks. A lot of me falling to my death. Let me turn the volume up here a smidge. Here we go. Yeah, everything. I mean, I like the idea of a stunt game. If there's a game on the PC, or excuse me, on the console called Trials, I love Trials. It's such a fun game. And this reminds me of what would happen if Trials were, like, put together by an insane person. You would get a game like this, which it just doesn't, you can't play this properly. I know there's a method to the madness, but I have never, and all the times I've played this, I have never actually understood the method. Like how am I supposed to clear that? One with one here. See, and I hate the way you die in this too. I hate every aspect of it, but I would be remiss if I didn't include this in our countdown here. I'm going to adjust the screen a little bit to give us a little more clearance at the bottom here. I don't want to miss a single frame of awesomeness here. You know how these Amiga games are. Sometimes you have heck to try to get them in the proper screen size. Here we go. Alright, I think we got it. Now I can't blame that on failing. All right, here we go. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Matt? Well, yeah, I was just mentioning that. The problem is, Trials is a great and well-thought-out game. This is a game made by a maniac for a legion of fools. If someone, and I know there are people, what bothers me is there are people that are good at this game, but I've never met them. Like, I've heard people talk about enjoying this game, but I've never seen them play this with me. It's hard to believe that this somehow is connected to the company that made Lotus and Supercard, but it is. Here we go. See, now what killed me there? I don't even know. This is loosely based on a TV show. And I will say the best part of it is every time I cover this game, I get to watch the TV show where the kid takes his motorbike and falls over the hill. And then the announcers laugh their brains out. That's always a good time. But that's the extent of the joy that this game can bring you. Here we go. It's like... I'm not aiming my tire correctly? Is that what's happening here? I mean, I've never understood. You in the chat, if any of you are good at this game, I'm begging you, jump in here. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. I don't know if my speed's not built up enough. Like, why did I go up the ramp? I don't even know. Like, it just drives me bonkers. It just drives me bonkers. Wing shot. I think you're not wrong, man. And trust me, I'm sure this is frustrating to watch, but it is so frustrating to play this game. Well, I mean, the thing is, if you look at the reviews for this, it reviewed well. If you can believe it. I mean, it's a total dust-off of the original from the 8-bits. So, thank God. It should be up smooth sailing from here, but I wanted to get that one in because, you know, it is what it is, man. It's one of the games that they got 8 credit on. Now, they were credited on the Amiga with their old name, the Mr. Chip's name. It's the only Amiga credit that they get for that. So, we're going to move down the line here. Now, it's funny, a lot of the games on here I've never played before. So, we're gonna be seeing some stuff I'm not familiar with. Let me see what we got next in line here. Next in line, according to my little chart here, is a game. Let me see here. I don't want to tell you wrong. Let me look here and make sure I know what I'm looking at. I think we're doing another motorcycle game, if you can believe it. And I don't think I've played this one either. Yeah. Thank you, Lag Adder. I agree with you on that, man. So, the next one on my list, I believe, is Super Scramble Simulator. You know, now that I think about it, I think I've played this one, too. So, this one might also go down hard, but we'll give it a whirl. Super Scramble Simulator. This is a game that came out in '89. Let's give this one a whirl. Yeah, here we go. Super Scramble Simulator. So this would have been the first Magnetic Fields game. Hopefully they've improved, but I swear this one seems familiar to me too. And since I don't remember thinking it was good, well, I don't want to judge it early. Baby, good enough. This looks a lot like the last game. That's what worries me. Here we go. We are out of the gates. There we go. Okay. I already like it more than the last one. Man, I will say, they were forward-thinking. They're advertising veggie burgers back there. Man, if you've seen it, Matt. Oh, oh yeah. I'm remembering this now. Here we go. Come on. trying to understand exactly how you get how the speed is governed. Man, they don't give you any chances. Hold on. What am I doing here? I can't remember. I'm supposed to. You know, this is how it seems so familiar to me. I remember going through this exact mental gymnastics. I see. Okay, I understand now. So the button shifts your gears, and pushing forward revs your engine. Okay, I think I got it here. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Dadgummit. I don't know if I don't want to get in the hill that fast. Here we go. So this is sort of a... My God. We're going to try that again. It's way better than Kikstart 2. I will say that. We just played Kikstart 2 right before you came in, Lag Adder. Look at that. There's the boys, by the way. Andrew Morris. Boy, this has definitely a lot in common. It's like if Lotus and Kikstart had a child, and there's some supercar mixed in. Wow. That is neat. Okay, well, I mean, I approve of that. You can play up to 6 people. Okay. Let's try course B. Let's see if I can figure this thing out. Make it so, Picard. Oh, really? All right, here we go. You have to kind of hit up, and then the... Okay. Jeez. Okay. Mental note. You see how quickly I'm going here, right? Anytime they have a little message in your racing game, that is bad. See this? You should just... It's not even showing me wreck. Remember what I said about this being better? That... I suppose I'm... Oh, man. Boat, have we tried this before somewhere, Boat? Am I nuts? Okay, we're going to try this one last time. I'm getting my money's worth here. I'm afraid to go to course C. Let's try course A again. All right, here we go. Yeah, maybe me and you played this, Matt. That might be why you remember it. Woohoo! I don't know if I meant that. You think I should downshift there? I don't know what's... Man. So you do think it's downshifting. Okay, I'll try it. Let me get up to it first. The thing is that it always says that you stall. All right, it worked. So you need to memorize these courses and speed appropriately. We got to clear that hole. We did. And now you got to go slow past the hole. Oh, I couldn't downshift in time. That's a steep grade right there. Okay. That right there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of that one either. Everybody, I tried to like it, but not so much. They can't all be winners, I suppose. Let's move along. So, that was 89 for that one. It's funny, I'm looking on the wiki, and that game's not even listed on there. That surprises me, because clearly it was from them. Again, that one we just looked at. So we started with Kikstart 2, which, again, they've only got a producer credit on that from 87. Then we did Super Scramble Simulator, which was from 89. So now we're moving into later in 89. Here's another game I've never played before. I've never heard of this one, I don't think. It's called Wrangler. Wrangler. I wonder if they got anything up here on this one. So this is, again, Andrew Morris. Oh, crap. I wish I'd read that. Well. I'm guessing that's bad. The button doesn't... The button hops. What's up, Fuji? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I've been going on Fridays for a while now. I don't know. I guess what I just did was good, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do from here. Okay. Man, this is out there. Yeah, I agree. Whoa, that ain't good. Of course, oh no! The controls on this, they've got that isometric control gimmick. I think I'm supposed to go down the middle here. Holy smokes. Anybody ever played this one before? I wonder if I've got a timer up there, but I'm not sure what it's for. I would assume I'm supposed to touch all these squares here. Let's do it just to see what happens. I mean, the graphics in this are okay. They're pleasant enough. Oh, yeah. You ever played this one, Lag Adder? I'm guessing this one wasn't as big a seller as Lotus. I could be wrong. Okay, we're going to follow through here and try to... I'm assuming touching that thing is bad. This is sure as I'm sitting here, I'm gonna hit that thing. Go! The controls are awkward. Okay. No idea. So I assume you have to make your way to that. Hit fire, it says, okay? Okay. Yeah, I did okay there. Okay, so we're going to try just to... Okay. I don't know if I can jump that far. Well, now I know I can't. Oh! There's so many numbers at the top of the screen. I've got no idea how many men I have left or any of that stuff. No! Okay, let's leave the screen. Let's go look around. Oh, God! So I guess I can get all these dots now. Okay. No! Ugh! Every time you do that, you got to go back and get that thing again. Oh, I got to get all these again. Oh. I don't know what to say about that. I'm gonna look at what the screen says here. Maybe I can glean something I didn't see before. Let's see what they've got to say about this. Maybe we can get a better idea here. Shout out to our good buddies over at Lemon. The people at Lemon gives this a 5.57. They're not super keen on it. I'm dying to see what this game is classified as. Let's see here. I did find some documentation. In the distant future, travel between the planets and the distant galaxies is no longer possible. So a gateway's established. There's a robot. Your job is to help the robot maintain the pathways. You must collect a required number of colored tiles to defuse each gate the aliens have built, but not yet opened. Okay. Let's try one more time. Like, I don't get that. So, okay. I don't get that. So, I don't know why the question marks. Mystery tiles. They give you points or kill you. Is that a great thing to put at the very first part of your game? Is that a good thing to put right the very first thing you see? I don't think it is, if I'm honest. That glitching that was actually taking place via that was weird. I don't know what was causing that one. Wasn't the capture device that time. I was seeing that here. All right, let's go through this real quick. I don't want to condemn these things, so I'll at least give them a shot. Because there might be something here. It's funny how big these developers are. But a lot of times, no one really goes and checks out the extended library on this stuff. You'd think they would. I think that some companies got that sort of rep, like maybe Psygnosis. People would check out all their stuff. There we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So here I could get a points if I hit the button at the right time. I got 500 points. So I think it's my best interest is to just jump off the thing and die. There, see, that's working great for me. That's hard. It's harder to time that than it looks. Yeah, let's get off this board. Let's go this way. It has I mean, I can understand why you said that. What do H's do? Change the blank tiles in the spaces. Oh, crap. So if I get all these tiles turned over, I should be able to get off this level. I think. It's not going to be the easiest thing to do. Go tricky. Go, go! Okay, so far so good. Oh, God. I'll never be able to do that again in a million years. I knew it. Oh, God. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I didn't even notice that up in the corner, man. That's a good eye. So I've got to... Shoot. Oh. So Matt's just pointed out that in the corner up here, you've got a 21, a 33, and an 82. And then on the other corner, you've got 3 different colors to have, and so we've got to get one that fulfills each one of those. That sounds difficult. And sure enough, he's right. That's exactly what it is. So that means we're out. We don't have to get every dot. We just have to fulfill our quota. That definitely changes things. Assuming they give you plenty of dots to collect. Otherwise, you may have to get them all. Just getting them all out of principle. Oh. Okay. What? This game does not have a good learning curve. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, there you go. Wrangler. I mean, I don't know if that was a hit, but I don't have a good way to finish that sentence. Let's put it that way. That was Wrangler, ladies and gentlemen. If you hadn't seen it before. Again, that one, people over at Lemon give that one a 5 and some change. That's probably about right. 5.57. So, next on the docket, again, we were in 1989 there. So now we're going to move into 1990. With their first offering in 1990. 1990 had a great year. And so we're going to start with a fun game. It's not the best version of the game, but a fun game. Still Supercars. Supercars. Debuted in 1990. Oh, the iconic theme kicks in. We're very famous for that. And I like it. I think it makes them stand out. This game not easy. Excellent artwork in this. All their games, I will say, they did a good job with the art. So we'll just put good enough. Old Tot. That's what they call me. So we'll go with Class 1 here. They fleshed this game a lot out in the second one. And the third one's good, too. Oh, God. It's been a while since I played this. In case you're wondering, I am, in fact, the blue car. This is an overhead racing game. complete with underpasses and small, what I would consider tunnels. Nice sound effect. Thank you, Matt. You don't here to ridicule me, Matt. Don't you get enough of that every other time you see me? Oh! Does Rich give you a bunch of extra money for card? It's funny, I haven't played. I never load up the first one. And so, boy, I tell you, they made a major. It really improved a lot. This thing, you can tell a big difference in the way the game runs. I had this for a PC DOS. It was called Supercar International, and someone made a hack. It was called Supercars 3, and it was a great hack. One of these days I'll load it up. There we go. I don't need all that cheating. I'm that good. I'm that good. I believe you can go over here and buy a new car. We'll get some money going here. I do have a cutoff on this in terms of where I'd start to totally suck. It's funny, me and Boater on Amigos next week we're playing Iron Man Stewart's Off-Road, which has a little bit in common with this. So same kind of controls. It doesn't scroll. Got muscle in me. Move. Sucker. Get out of my way. Yeah. Now, I'm never too far from a major meltdown. Unfortunately. No! I think I can do it. Oh, man. Actually, I went through the scenery right there. Oh, no, no, no. Ah! Thank you. No kidding, dude. Hey, thanks, Raiders. I just looked up and saw that you came in. Core Classman, I appreciate that. We're playing the games of magnetic fields tonight, or we're trying to anyway. It's been a mixed bag up to this point, but I knew this was a ringer. We're into the ringer portion of the program. It's funny, these controls are real stiff in this version, and the frame rate is not the best. So I mean, mark that when we come back to the series. Let's see if we can. This would be a good way to visually to notice right away the differences in the quality of the game. Yeah. Ah. There's no lead too great for me. I thought I was in first. I didn't realize I was that far behind. Right. guy in the front is just way out there. Oh, what? What? I hate that. No, what? I'm going to take your advice, just for fun, Picard, and type that, and see if it'll let me type that in here. So we're going to go... There we go. Pay window. Look at that. Let's get a hot rod here. Here we go. Now you can get the good stuff. Take that. Take that. That. I want everything. Oh, yeah, I should have bought the car first. Well, let's see how the crappy car does when it's completely jacked up. Get out of my way. I thought it would go a lot better, to be honest with you. I will say it does help the steering considerably. Anybody in here actually purchased this game when it came out, the original, or even the sequel? I'd wager a good chunk of us pirated this, but this was in the long tradition of the Atari overhead racers, like your Super Sprints and stuff. But adding the aspect of scrolling was nice. Very good. Yeah, it's better. It is better than multi. So let's have a look in here. Which of these is the best car? Who's got a thought here? You guys know better than me. Which of these is the finest car? I'll do it. How much money do I have? Oh, we got plenty of money to soup it up. Get the whole schmoz again. Couldn't remember. I was having a heck of a time getting this missiles off. Alright, I think that's everything. Let's try one of the harder tracks. Let's try track 6. Oh, yeah. Didn't I just destroy you? Move! Man, it's so fast. I wish this game gave you a little more distance to see where you were at. You know, the draw distance. You do have to memorize the track somewhat. You get out of my way. That's bad, even with the best car. Now move. There we go. It's almost too fast. Oh! Oh no! Hey, what's up, Awkward? Good to see you in, man. Yeah, if you look around, I mentioned that earlier, Aardvark. They actually there's a guy that did a hack of that game. He took all the best elements from all the Amiga games and the PC game and made a game called Supercars 3. It was like a hack job. If you haven't tried it, you should look it up. It's still around. I actually talked to the guy that made it. Real nice guy. And it had a lot of perks that you didn't get in International. It was like some added stuff. Might be something you might get into if you know. It's been a while since I played it, so I don't remember all the particulars. But I remember thinking, I've got it on my hard drive here somewhere, I think. But International was good. It's a shame that we didn't get a copy of that on the Amiga. That's something somebody could port over. It probably wouldn't be that big a deal. After this one, we're going to move on to the next one, but I think... Thank you, Picard. That's as good as it gets right there. So that is your original Supercars. A dandy game. Real good. Of course, the best was yet to come. Now, we are still in 1990. And we had one more big title in 90. If you watched earlier, you probably already know what this title is. This is probably one of their all-time standouts. Not going to hurt my feeling to play this again. I mean, just played it. It's a great game. It's the original Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge. Just an outstanding game. The more I play this, the more I appreciate it. I mean, I think they really done it right here. I love these. I like the opening on this. It's just awesome. I'm not a big car guy, but if I was a car guy, I'd be loving that. I love this, though. They actually tell you, okay, here's what you're going to be doing, you know? Shoot, I hate that. That's one thing I want you to do. By the way, I should have mentioned it, but I'm using the Mister and using the old trusty Neo Geo 8-bit DOE stick here. I like the automatic gears, and I also like the alternative control. So let's give it a shot. Let's just try track 4 and have a lap or two here. Look at that, gorgeous. It's amazing to me that this was done on the OCS chipset. I mean, that's astounding. It's sort of an indictment of the later chipsets, frankly, because this was available to do on the OCS, yet I never saw the AGA chipset put to the use that this was in terms of a racing game. It's actually sort of sad, because, I mean, if they could do this, if the geniuses at Magnetic Fields could pull this off, why didn't we see a whole flurry of these games in the 90s? With the exception of Lotus II and then arguably Lotus III. I mean, I think these are at the top of the heap. I was talking to Boda earlier. I don't know if how many guys were in there, but if you can think of better racing games on the Amiga, arcade racers. I'd love to know what they are. 'Cause, I mean, this game is beautiful. It runs great. It plays great. I don't play great. I'll get back into it though. I'm so used to playing. I'm not used to looking this high to play. I usually play on other monitors, so I think you get used to get them. But I'll get it. Usually takes me a couple laps to get warmed up. These arcade cars are irritating. They just sort of weave back and forth, but they're annoying as heck. Try to get around sometimes. They tend to weave right where you want to be. There we go. Plus, I like the fact that this game plays pretty fair. Like, I feel like it doesn't have a steep learning curve to get into it. But I mean, it does. I think it does a good job of advancing the difficulty as you go. Tracks get more difficult. I can't vouch for the races, but the corners get tighter. So it feels like the other drivers are more difficult to get around. Whether they are or not, it could be a mental thing. There we go. I told you. There it is. Bam. You're a wise man, Bode. Thank you. You see that boat? That's what you call prowess, brother. I like how this one starts downhill. I mean, I don't know how many racing games I've ever seen that did that, ever. It started the people line everyone up on a downhill slope. Is there any races where, I mean, aside from like BMX, where that seems like dangerous to me. Get out of my way. Ugh. Here we lose half the racetrack right here for a minute. There we go. I love that. Love that big slope right there. I guess we're going to find out, because I'm going to be playing Lotus II here in a minute. So I'll get playing them right next to each other. It'll give me a good idea of which one I think feels better, has a better view. And this one's awful tight. That got right up in my grill. Move! There we go. I wish they'd put some damage models in this. That's one thing you mentioned on the show. To give the pit, or at least change the tires, would have been. If you could change the tire, I'd been totally fine with the tires. And that seems like something you could have easily implemented. Oh yeah, we're getting on a roll here. Oh, you sucker! Gotta get past him, yes. Oh, move! That guy. He was right up in my area there. Okay, I think I can get there. But you know, I'll tell you something, this is sort of a personal thing, but it's also nice to not suck at a racing game. I like having success. It's nice, even if it's short-lived. Bam! Yeah. Let's go one more. I'm on a roll here. You gotta let. Also, you gotta. I think you have to hit the pits in this one, so we'll hit the pits at one point, just in case you haven't seen what that looks like. Look at that. That's how you dodge. Somebody said you can start the back, you can never get through. I moved up 9 spots right there. Oh, now I'm going to move back 9. I shouldn't have said anything. Dadgummit, I was going so well. So this is a difficult track here. Come on. Boat's right. You do get, albeit subtle, sound effects, but you get your full music. Do you know how much music adds to the racing? It's so much better when there's two. And sound effects. I want it all. Man, that's a long straightaway right there. You sucker. There it is. Oh, they're gonna, oh yeah. You can tell I've been playing this a little bit. I mean, I've played this on stream before and just got murdered. I remember back in the day, so it helps if you actually get a little in the week that you're gonna play. All right, the next lap, once I get into first place, that's what I'm gonna pit. If I can pull it off. I think I can now. Oh, sucker. I'm not the best at pitting. All right. Second place, good enough. I'll pit up here. Oh yeah, there we go. It all worked just like I planned it. Stop! Oh! Okay, that is a problem right there. That happened to me before when I was playing it. I hit the button. I was so panicky that I hit the button accidentally and made myself leave the pit. So I was in the pit not nearly long enough to get enough gas. So I'm about to pit again. That sucks. But that's happened to me a couple times. You can see how long it took me to stop. I have a heck of a time slamming on the brakes in the pits. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna try to move up again and do it again though. I've got to. Hopefully I got enough gas to get through this lap. Oh, there's the beep. Oh. I'm almost there. I think I'll make it. I had to re-pit. All right, that should be enough. Now we go. I wish they were, like I said, they needed to put tires in there to make that more fun. So they sort of came up with, I bet that pit idea was something they put in with, and they had something else in mind. And I bet ultimately they ran out of time or space or whatever. The fact that this is on one disc is astounding. And now we've got to try to do the damage control here and see how close we can get to the top of the scoreboard. I didn't need as much gas as I got either, but it is what it is. Gummit. Oh, no. No. At least I'm in the top 8. Oh, God. What was I thinking? Oh, God. I have not tried the new one. I'm not that interested in the new one, Ed, but I'll be honest with you. I mean, I was interested until I saw what you had to have to run it. And, I mean, it just, I don't know. I'm just not that interested in it. If it ran on a 500, I'd be more interested. All right, that was the original Lotus Esprit Turbo. Great game. So let's move along here. I believe that was their last offering in 90. So now we're moving into 91. And their output slowed. I have a feeling I know why. We've only got really two games that came out this year. I'll play this one as a nice buffer because this is actually a game that they came out with on an older machine. This was a hidden game in the other game that they released this year. So we'll give it a whirl here. This is called Ducks. If you ever played Carnival in the arcade or on the ColecoVision, you would recognize this game. And this was a game, I believe this was a game that they put out on the Commodore 64 or something, or the ZX. And they put it as a little hidden bonus goodie. I think it's in Lotus II. I like these type of games myself, but I think that gives you 10 bullets up there. If I could hit it. So, in the Coleco version, these ducks will fly down on you. I don't know if they do that in this or not. It's a simple game. I don't know why I lost bullets right there. I don't know what I did to do that. Yeah, I don't know why I'm losing bullets. There must be a time limit that thing I don't know about. There we go. Got bullets now. What? Oh, I ran out of actual time. Let me see what it says where this actually came out. Ducks. Let me look on Lemon. It'd be fun to know, just to know. This may have got released in a magazine at some point too. So Lemon gives this a 5. Yeah, this was on a CU Amiga cover. This is coded. The music by Sean Southern. And this was also, if you typed in Ducks as a level code in Lotus 2, you get this game. So, yeah, I mean, it's a fun little, it is a bonus game. You know, it's kind of neat. You know, so, and by the way, this is a port of the old VIC-20 game from Mr. Chip Software. So, that was an excellent call, Awkward Aardvark. You nailed it, my friend. So, let's move along to the other offering from that self-same year that actually included this game. And arguably, you'll get an argument maybe, but arguably the finest racing game ever released on the Amiga, which was Lotus Turbo Challenge 2. It's an all-time great game with an all-time great soundtrack. At least the opening soundtrack. Yeah. Good night, Edmund. Have a good weekend, man. Look at that. It's winking at you. Great, great song. So let's see how this holds up to what we just played. Since it's fresh on my mind here. Type in the name. So we want that, we want that, we want that. Players 1. Okay, I think we're gold. See how this one plays. I'm actually interested to play them next to each other. Since I just played a ton of the other one, we're gonna see how this one feels.
Marks. Set. Go.
And we're off. Oh, I do miss the tunes. Now, of course, the other game, of course, you do have different colored cars here, which is nice. The other game was a track game. This one's a cross country game. So you've got to, in this one, instead of finishing the game where no matter how poorly you're doing, this is all about hitting your checkpoints. We'll see if we can do it. It is nice to have the full screen in effect. I do like that. I don't think the car is as cool looking as the first one. I don't think I'd take a convertible out on a race like this. That seems like a bad idea. Of course, there you've got your elevation, which is nice. They've added water elements to this. They've added some jump elements to this once you get well in. You know, Boat, since you were talking about how much you think the other one looks better, I think these games are eerily similar. I just think they took that, I think they took the original game and just sort of stretched it. And I think that does affect its graphical fidelity in a way. I don't think it's as sharp looking as the other one, if I'm honest. I think it plays fine, but I think that's what it feels like. It just feels like the other game, but like kind of stretched out a little. I mean, if you look at the screen, like how much of the screen is made up of the sky? You know what I mean? A lot of it. And so really, it's almost an illusion of a full screen game in a way. I'm sure that I'm not the first person to think that, but I mean, that's pretty much what it is. It's pretty much exactly the way it was, except they added a bunch of sky, but it's, you know, maybe it's just because you're playing at the bottom of the screen, maybe that's what it is that gives you that completes the illusion. I'm not going to even qualify for the first freaking race. Yeah. What's up, core class, man? God. I want to see, let's try something here, everybody. Just to prove that it works. Yep. There you go. So if you want to play ducks, although it's weird that my shooter's been taken off the screen. They probably changed into a different resolution there. I don't think there's a way to get back to the game sort of reload, so I'm going to reload it here. Let's try it one more time. I got to do better than that. That was embarrassing. I was killing it on Lotus 1. Killing it. Let's change that. Okay. Okay, give me a level code and we'll try it. It did keep all my stuff. That's nice. So, let's see here. Let's see here. Let's try Twilight. I like that one. Get that right. Twilight, yeah. Oh wait, level 1. We already did. Oh, I thought so. Level 1 is. You don't want to do level 1 again. That's for sure. Let's see. The skids. Let's look up a little bit for you. There we go. Try that. I think everything else is okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a good level. Thank you, Picard. Very good.
Marks. Set. Go.
But yeah, it is definitely not as sharp as the original. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. It is not as sharp as the first one. That's funny to me. It really is a surprise. I'm not saying this one's bad by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying it doesn't, graphically, it doesn't hold up to the first one in terms of the sharpness of it. God, I'm horrible. Anybody been to Liverpool? Is that what it looks like over there? Is it part of a long, flat field?
Checkpoint.
God, I barely made it to the first checkpoint. I think they did a pretty decent job with these tunnels, but I think you were... That is one element that I do like, and the weather's nice. I do like the weather aspects of it. I like that these guys honk at you because you're in the wrong lane. And this is difficult. This game definitely has a higher learning curve than the first one. You know, Life School, I think you may have summed it up, man. Let's try one more here. I will say it's got way less levels. Of course, they're large, fully, I mean, it's a different type of track, so it's hard to super compare them. Oh, man.
Marks.
It's a Jeff Bagley level.
Set. Go.
All this water underground is probably more accurate portrayal of what it's like in Liverpool, from what I've heard. I've been watching a ton of Beatles stuff this week for some reason. I often go back to their documentary. That was such a great documentary. I just love it. But I found someone, you know, in the documentary, it has a little clip of them making Octopus's Garden or attempting to start making it. And I found someone who had a ton of audio clips of them making that song. And, like, the evolution of it was really neat. I really enjoyed that. George and Ringo seem to have a real good relationship with each other because they're on there quite a bit. I see them talking quite a bit. I guess they would be because they're sort of the guys on the outside looking in. Paul and John. I made it to the first one anyway. Yeah. I've been watching tons of clips of that this week, Boat. You know, I have a feeling one thing that works about the Beatles is, like, I'm afraid someday they're going to be looked at like Elvis is now. Like, when I was a kid, like, Elvis was the King Dong. Like, nobody had a bad word about that guy. Everybody loved his music, but now he's sort of this, like, I don't know, he's sort of a joke artist, you know? Or John Wayne's another guy. When I was a kid, like, he was the best actor, and everybody loved him. Like, like, now everybody looks at him like, oh, what a weird, like, old geek. You know, I guess it's just the way things go. And I always wonder, what artists now are going to look back and be like, oh, geez, not that guy. Actually, I kind of like this level, but I didn't get very far. In the water. Oh. Oh, yeah? Well, I mean, should we try that one? I mean, just to say we did it. I wouldn't mind playing in the snow or the rain, either one. Is that E-bow? Is that E space bow? Okay. We'll do one more. Give that a whirl. Oh man, Storm Course. I've been through all these, but it's been a long time. Pretty good effects there. I like the thunder and lightning effects. This is where you need to have Riders of the Storm playing. Burr, burr. what they ranked up. I feel like I'm hauling tail here. Oh. The sense of speed is still solid. Listen, don't get me wrong. This is the you know, one of the top 2 racing games on the Amiga. Now I've just got to decide which one I like more. I mean, they're both great. God, already? Good God. I thought I was doing pretty well. All right, enough of that. That's Lotus II, everybody. You might have heard of it. Just for the record, in case you were wondering about Lotus 1 and 2, Lemon gives Lotus 1 an 8.47, and it gives Lotus 2 an 8.67. So it's just fractionally better, according to this. So your mileage may vary on what you think. So I think that's all we've got in 91. Let's move into 92 here. I think they only had 2 offerings here. Let me see here. They only got 1 offering. We're going back to the well one more time, everybody. Listen, they knew where their bread was buttered by the time this thing rolled around. Let's fire it up. It's Lotus III. Theoretically. You may have noticed that I skipped over Supercars 2. I'm playing the enhanced version, so we're going to put that. It actually got enhanced in the 2000s, so it's technically a cheat. The original came out in 91, but we're going to play the AGA version. This is a divisive game here. And I want to love this game, but I only like this game. And the reason is, I just didn't think it was as good looking as the other games were, if I'm honest. But I do like I love the Rex thing here. I like that part of it. Look at the different options you get here. Different courses or the track. Let's do a straight up one before we start tinkering. Just to see how we do. I like this. Pick a car. You get a goodly amount of cars here. Let's go with what brought us to the dance, though. And here we go. I mean, so here's the problem with this one. It's uglier than the first 2. It's a lot uglier. It's also, it doesn't play as well. I mean, the car looks good. Don't get me wrong, the car looks good, but I mean, just look at the graphics on it. I mean, to me, this is a step backwards. This looks more like Lotus Esprit Turbo 1 than Lotus Esprit Turbo 1 does. I mean, granted, but this course is not one that you would find attractive. We'll do a road course in a second. I know you don't like all the brown, but I mean, look, it's a barren. Like, I don't like the way that they rendered the mountains. Now, there's a reason for this. If you're just looking at this at face value, you're like, oh man, what happened? Well, they came up with something quite brilliant in the Rex system. The construction set that you can make your own tracks, and I've made some tracks, and it's fun, and it's fun to have your own tracks. I mean, it's pretty neat. You can even have it sort of randomly generate tracks if you just type in some buttons, you know. But I mean, I guess they had to tone down the graphics to accommodate the extra races. What do you think about that? Was the Rex system worth toned down, in your all's opinion? If you're watching live, if you happen to catch this on the on YouTube or Twitch, like, well, I'd be interested to hear what you think. Like, because I don't think this one fares as well in the we'll look at what Lemon's got it rated, but I'm sure it's behind the other two. Hey, Cammy. And I'm sucking at the end here. And once again, you've got music. I mean, you couldn't really get both perfectly. Get through this thing though. I think this is the last lap. I don't even like the way that your head's up. I don't think it's as good as it's been in the past either. I don't know why they did it that way. I think I've got a good idea. And the car is, I don't like playing on like the dirt. I guess that they tried to simulate it by having your car kind of, it doesn't feel it doesn't feel like you have that total control. I'm gonna run out of fuel. I didn't realize this course was this long. I think I can make it. I think I got enough. We should be right here. It should be the last gate. There it is. No. Yeah. I mean, I think you nailed it right there. Life school. Let's see if we can. Let's fiddle with it now. Let's see what we got here for cards. Got some stuff in here. Let's try games math. Yeah, you can see how much that's cut down on the frame rate just by looking at it right there. I mean, just look at it. The frame rate took a nosedive. So let's try. Now to get that right. What's up, Petzel? You're here. You made it, brother. Is it just Games Master or Games Master? No ER? Okay. Like that. So this should be a custom track. So we're gonna. I hope it's not in the dirt. Oh, I see. I got it. It's filling in the ER without me doing anything. So I'm guessing it knows what it's doing. We'll find out. I'm assuming, was this featured on Games Master, perchance? Try a different car. I'm just not down with the convertible, but we'll try the green one. Let's try with just no song. Let's try it with the sound effects. See what it sounds like. Yeah, there it is, Games Master. This I'll have to say I've never tried this one. So that's a good call. It's interesting they had the Games Master logo built in right there. That was kind of cool. My God. Who puts those signs in the middle of the road? Oh my God. Oh. I don't know if we're going to make it to the first checkpoint. Oh, I can't believe it. God. The Games Master people are masochists. At least the checkpoints aren't too far apart. I mean, look at all the stuff. This is a custom track they made for this, guys. And it's good. I mean, it's fun. You can make some good stuff with the Rex system. That's why I can't poo-poo the game because of the Rex. I think the Rex is solid. God. There it is. Hey, I finished it at least. Yeah, that was neat. It filled in the ER so it knew. That was kind of cool. What's up, Chris? Oh my God, it's a game in the house. What's going on, man? You're just in time. We are debating the pros and cons of Lotus III and how it fares amongst its peers in the Lotus series. And I think it's universally agreed that, by the people in here anyway, that it's not that popular. It's not that popular at all, unfortunately. But the Rex system is real. I think the Rex system is quite good. You know, and so that's the one thing it's got going for it, in my opinion. But I mean, it's not for everyone. Let's try one of these. We'll try that one too, man. We'll give that a whirl. Well, I just don't think it's as attractive. I don't think it simulates the speed as well. Oh man, look at this crazy action. Back into game, Scoob. Here we go. Yeah, this is a bonkers track, too. The future track. You get sick real easily. This is not the track for you. I wish that they had the beauty of the first game with the full screen action of the second game with the Rex action of this game. Then you'd have the ultimate Lotus. Somebody can make that happen. It would be sitting pretty. Even in, like, you can see how this is running. And this is simulating a slightly accelerated Amiga 1200. So yeah, I can imagine. I don't remember playing this much on my older actual machines back in the day. This right here will make you puke. I do like the futuristic backdrop, though. That's pretty cool. This is the kind of racing they have on the same planet that the Moon Patrol was around. It's a close-up. Man, I'll tell you what, I love the wide action, the wide lanes. Man, you can really move. This is a time challenge, by the way, in case you're wondering why they're doing a car. Not that many anyway. Oh, of course, it's the one I see. I do like the fact that you get different colored cars. That's nice. And I think those are different types of cars. It's hard to really say. Tunes are good. Hey, Gamer, how's your arcade machine coming along, man? I do enjoy your antics. You remind me so much of back in the day when I first got a hold of my first MaeL cabinets. Those are halcyon days, man. Look at that. Is it your favorite of the Lotus series, Gema? Is it your favorite one? Oh, really? Okay. Is that coming out of your contest, Cammy? Is that where that's coming from? That might be good. All right, we're moving on. Now I'm going to stick this one in here. So Lotus 3 came out in 92. And then the next release from these guys, the rest of their releases were pretty much in 94. We're going to start with this one. This was a, oh, okay. This was in development, or excuse me, this was something that was put on a magazine disc for the One. This might be something you haven't seen before. I'd never seen it. This is Magnetic Field's Tanks. Oh, and just to finish up on Lotus 3, in case you were wondering, people over at Lemon give that one an 8. So it was and it really wasn't that far down from the other two, but it's the lowest ranked of the series. Okay, so this looks like a mouse game. Let me get my mouse ready. By the way, I'm using the wireless tank mouse. You guys remember these, the Kickstarter? They do a good job. Let me click the button here. So this looks like a Battle Zone knockoff. I don't know. I'll say, okay, we need to find something to kill. Here, okay, we got a radar up here. You know, I don't know how many people are in here. Oh, man, that's sensitive. I don't know how many people were around for when Battlezone was in the arcade, but man, what a game, man. I'm telling you, I know it looks by today's standards, but I mean, you couldn't believe what you were seeing back in the day because you had the cockpit you could get in. I mean, it was so cool. And the funny thing is, of course, you use this sort of, sort of like almost like a periscope to play it. And so you couldn't, it was hard to get to watch. You know, you wanted to try it. When Atari put that game out, and I'm sure this is a pretty well-traveled tale, but you may or may not know, but they ended up using that as an actual military against the fellow's better judgment. He didn't want to do it, and he said he'd never do it again, but they actually used this as a military simulator. Oh, I got nailed. You know, I'll tell you something, Agima. We covered Lotus 1 on the Amiga tonight. And having played Lotus 1 and Lotus 2, like right in a row, I think I'm going to kind of lean in a lot of ways in terms of the speed and the graphics. Lotus 1, I think, is the best looking one. I was surprised, too, having not played it for a while. Crawl into it again sometime and try it out. I mean, I don't like the fact that you can't play a full screen game, but I mean, if you look at the way Lotus 2 is put together, really it's a half screen game too, with just some flourishes to make it look full screen. Man, those tanks are moving. I think Ed Logg was the programmer of this game, and if you ever played Battlezone, there's a volcano in it. And I remember Ed Logg said this guy, I can't remember who it was that kept coming in and bugging him about the volcano. And Ed's like, he's like, what are you gonna make the volcano explode? And Ed was like, I don't know. And finally, Ed went in one day and whoever it was that was bugging him had written the code to make the volcano explode. Good one, Mountain Stars. And Uncle Larry, good to see you, man. Yeah, this game is that, like I said, this is the magnetic field. This is, hey, for a free magazine disc, you could do worse. I assume this is a smart bullet, yeah. I don't know if there's an end to this game. You have to get used to the mouse sensitivity. It is high. But I've gotten used to it. Uh-oh. I've got a lot of tanks on the field of battle here. We'll try to back up and just kill them all. Bam! That worked pretty good. I don't have any. That's the last of my smart bombs, unfortunately. They did a good job simulating the vectors. Oh, man. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's one that you could check out if you're so inclined. The official title is called MF Tanks, if you so choose to call it that. Lemon. Damn, they give that a 6.25. It's not too bad. Okay, so I've been sort of avoiding this one, but here we go. Can't avoid it anymore. Maybe I will change my mind, ladies and gentlemen, about this game. This is a game that's sort of legendarily hated by me and Boat, and we reference it all the time. But you know, you got to play it, and the thing is, people love this game, but I never liked it. I have not. I have not a Gema. I've never tried the PlayStation VR. I'd like to. I like VR if it doesn't suck. You know, I'm begging for VR that doesn't suck. To be honest with you, so I haven't tried any of it. Okay. Well, here we go. These are the same fellas that brought you the Lotus series, so the pedigree is there. But man, oh. That's a bleak freaking menu system. Let's see. Oh. Well. Okay, we'll just go with what they've got. Here we go. Maybe I'll turn... You know, we haven't played this for a while. So maybe I'll change my tune on this one. On Kid Chaos. Dash over the hilltops and destroy the flowers. Which I also hate. I don't know if I mentioned that. So there he is. The teenage caveman. Time-traveling caveman. So the goal of this game is just to destroy flowers. The caveman hates all that is beautiful or wondrous in this world. And the way he moves, the way he attacks is with his jump. And there we go. You just sort of jump around like an idiot. I will say the game looks nice. It's trying to be, it's begging desperately to be Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, and I as I recall, and someone can tell me I'm a liar, but I recall that they said that originally there was not going to be an idiot caveman as the hero, and I use that in its loosest sense. I believe they said that they had a crazy bunny or some kind of goofiness. I don't remember exactly what the culprit was going to be. But something happened, and it was no bunny. It was time for Captain Caveman to come hone into view. This guy's amongst my least favorite mascots on the Amiga. I just think he's dumb looking. The concept of him is dumb. I don't like hitting flowers. I'm not the nature boy, you know. But I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. What are we doing? I guess this is what the in-crowd did back in the day. They slaughtered plants to feel better about themselves. I think that's a checkpoint, if I'm not mistaken. I'm surprised rings didn't fly out of me right there. We gotta get up here to kill yet more flowers. Flowers, birds, we hate bees, we hate everything. I've got to kill. Okay, I've got enough flowers, so I can leave now. So we're going to try to negotiate our way out of this urban death maze. Well, let me hit the sun. Oh, that's great. That's real cute. Who's a fan of this game? If you're a fan of this game and you're in the chat, tell me what I'm missing here. I'm begging you. I hate another one of these games. It's supposed to be a high-speed game, yet they do everything they can to make you slow down. I've never understood that either. I mean, that level was colorful enough, I think. It's okay. I mean, yes, it's a decent enough looking game. I'm say Life School. It's funny, we got a consensus going here tonight. This is truly, I have found my tribe. Because a lot of people like this game. So this time we've got to travel through the tunnels, and of course you got to avoid the spikes and the piranhas. Just cause. Listen, Bobinator, it's nice to meet you, and you came in on a good foot, my friend. Instantly agreeing with me without even knowing. I agree with everything you just said. Thanks for checking us out. We've been looking at the games of magnetic fields. I have to say, it's been a mixed bag thus far. The games you think you'll like, and the games you don't know about or don't think you would like, you're probably not going to like them. Okay, let's see if we can bounce off this sucker. All right. I guess we can kill any flower. Doesn't have to be yellow. Whoa! I didn't mean to go that far. The tumbling aspect, also, I'm not the biggest fan of, if I'm honest. You never feel like you're in control of this idiot. He's just a tumbling idiot. Like, what bounced me right there? I don't even know. Oh, God! Get out of there. Oh, you got that right, Cam. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I mean, if you look at the graphics on the background, so they look nice. They're attractive enough. You know. We've played worse looking platform games, that's for sure. You know, but I mean, if I had a nickel for every time I'd said that. We just got finished playing Doofus last week. We've never played Doofus. Like, what's happening? Why did he run down there? Like, I didn't tell him to do that. Like, what is hitting him? Is there a spring over here? There is. I didn't hit it the first time, though. Those springs can bite me. Not a fan. See, what if... And I can't go... Oh. Yeah, there's some good-looking stuff going on in the background. I'll give you that, Agima. I'm right there with you on that. But what's going on in the foreground, not so much. It's also just chaos. I know it's kid chaos, whatever, but I mean it's too wacky. You can't figure out what's happening. Like, I want to make this strategic jump right here. Let's see if I can do it. See, I mean, it's difficult as heck. And the fact that he's spinning around, like, okay, don't hit that again. Oh. Like, what? Why would they think that would be fun, to put those there? It's not. That does not increase my fun. That's another problem with this, is the level design. Not so good. Nobody can figure out these Sonic games to save their lives. I'm afraid to go fast because I'm afraid I'm going to hit one of those stupid plungers. See? There it was. Like, who would put those there? Boat, I'm remembering everything I remember from the first time we played this. It's all coming back to me. We should never revisit this title. Do you hear me? This is it. Get too mad. I know it's tough to watch me play this. I apologize. I'm definitely not an expert at this particular game. But when me and Boat covered it back in the day, I played a lot of it. I was better then, and I'm still, but it was very similar. Just the same frustration. Like, now I can leave. I just have to get to the exit. Just get me out of here. Levels are too long, too. When you can open a level up that early... Alright. I'm going to try one more level. No! Oh man. Oh, come on, Agima. Cut me some slack, brother. Would you want to make money from that game? That's the difference. You can put them wherever you want. But you got to ask yourself, will this make me cash? I think a lot of people forgot. The people that made Doofus, they forgot to ask that question. Oh yeah, Game is a big-time race car driving sucker. He's got a hot rod, and he's driven at a bunch of race tracks. You don't have that sort of luxury here in the home state. I've been in some pretty fast pickup trucks over the years. I'm just gonna zoom through here and see what happens. It's supposed to be a game of speed. Let's see what happens if we just go fast. Can we not get up there? You're kidding me. Okay, and then why did they make it so you could swim through? Oh, okay. So I can't get out of here. Is that what we're doing? Okay. There we go. Swing and a miss. Oh, thank you, Drone Doctor. Holy smokes. The doctor is in. Good to see you, Doc. Thank you for pitching out subs like a crazy man. I appreciate that. If you're just showing up, Doc, we're playing the games of magnetic fields, brother. This is Kid Chaos. Holy smokes, who put those there? So I think we have to go right here. I think that's the gimmick. Well, that's where the water's coming up. Is that... Let's see if I just stand here. No. Okay. Looks like I can't get up that way. I mean, the thing, what gets me is, I mean, there is a game in here. It's a decent, a clever little game with some major modifications. Ugh. There it is. See if we can get out of here again. That's the exact same place I was before. What can we... Okay, there's a curve up here. Let me run at it fast. There it is. Oh, thank God. No, I don't want to go back in the cave. Oh, crap. Oh, that's... What is that? Did you see that? That's it. That's it, that's it, Kid Chaos, everybody. Screw this game. I don't care. We're not playing. They're done with that. That game pissed me off when we covered it, and it pissed me off again. Just for your own personal edification. This game, believe it or not, the good people at Lemon, God bless them. Sometimes they can't always get it right. I'm going to have to put my vote in here, but they've got this thing listed as a 7.47. I humbly disagree. Humbly disagree with that score. I don't like it. So we've got technically 2 more games to look at. So the first one we're going to look at, and one of these games I can't actually play, but I will show you, and I'll explain why I can't play it. But I've tried all week to get it to work, and I couldn't. So the last game on the list, and this one came out in '94, it actually came out in '91 originally. But this is the AGA version that they released in 2021. I believe JOTD was responsible for this. That's the one I thought it'd be fun to play. Because why play the one that's not as great? Play the great one. And so this is Supercars 2 AGA. By the way, Mountain Star, just FYI, it is not Bonk. It's not even in the same stratosphere as Bonk. Bonk is leagues and leagues better. Remember... I'm trying to think of all the Caveman games. Bonk is way better. Caveman Olympics is better. What's the one with Rock? What's the guy? The one where it starts off with the guys playing in the rock band. That one's better. The second one, the sequel to that's better. They're better. All right, Supercars 2 AGA. I had a cup of coffee with this, so it'll be interesting to give this a whirl. Okay, we definitely want that. What's up, Irish Brother? Yes, thank you, Son of Chuck. By the way, Son of Chuck is great. That is an underappreciated game. Thank you, Cammy. Chuck Rock's pretty good, but Son of Chuck is better, in my opinion. Let's give this one a whirl. The old Bagley March. Old Bagley gets his name in a lot of stuff. Who am I? Red? I'm red. Okay, sorry, I couldn't even tell. Nice, colorful cars. You get that kind of, the frame rate's not what I would call top shelf. Like I said, I played this a lot on the PC, actually. And like I said, if you're gonna play this, I hate to say it, but it's just, I'm telling you what it is. The PC version, international, is trumps this just because it came out later. You know, and if you get a chance to play that hack, Supercars 3, I would put that on the list because it's quite good. This is nice. This is a definite improvement from the first one. It's moving better than the first one. They made the cars a better size. Of course, you've got more cars. Of course, they kept the missiles and stuff in. It's funny. I remember the first time I saw guns and missiles, and I was like, what is that? It doesn't seem to fit the series all that well. It's always been an odd thing to me that they had weapons in this, but I mean, it's okay. I don't have a problem with it. Just this is nice, though. Fifth, not that great. Look at that, I got a little doodad. Thank you, everybody, for being nice. I don't usually angle for, like, subs or little gimmicks, but I appreciate that, everybody. That's nice of you. Oh, here we go. I like these. These are great. Blind left-hand curve. Of course, these are all written from the British perspective. Let's see here. That's the way we spell curve over here. Curve. How about that? Ha! Don't. Do this for a while. Yeah, I get it. Try one more here. Yeah, we got about 10 minutes, so we'll get this one in. I've got one more thing to show you. Yeah, JOTD is, I love that guy. He does all those great arcade ports, but he's done a bunch of other stuff too. Oh, barely. I love the jumps. His car controls like a Sherman tank. I mean, it controls like not that good. Of course, that's part of the game, upgrading your car, but man, it controls like crap. I like the courses that have the little secret doors you can go through. That spices things up considerably. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh! Sucker. That is brutal. That is brutal. That ain't gonna help either. Oh. Yeah, hey, Cammy, you should mention to everybody to put up the webpage for your game jam. We announced this on Amigos last week, but if you haven't heard, it's been going on for a while now. But Cammy's got her Game Jam 2025 going on right now. And I believe it's like it's basically arcade games, Amiga arcade games, stuff that you can put in an arcade machine. Which, hey, that sounds great to me. If you're a programmer, get in. I believe you've got until December 1st, I believe is the cutoff date. Cammy, I just saw that Amiga Bill posted his, he posted your, the results from the last one that Boat was on. There you go. Very good. Very good, Cammy. Oh, look at this. How about, those are all good names. How about Sooty? Man, there's no happy answer. That's no happy answer. Wow, that's neat. Cammy, who's building the arcade machine? That is, I didn't know about the actual, that is neat. I had no money. I like how I used to look at that double drive Amiga 1000 knockoff. I was like, oh man, get me one of those. The problem is, even if you had one like that, the Amiga rarely used the second drive. Unfortunately, that was the downside of it. Man, this is a tough course here. Not a straight line in the house. I will say this Neo Geo gamepad works quite well for these games. I always found these games to be a lot more difficult to control with a joystick. I think a gamepad is the way to go. Come on. Doing okay. The leaders have jumped well beyond me. Tough to when you don't have the armament that they've got. It is not, they go through and crush everybody. I do like the little touches they put in here though, like the bystanders. I like the graphics on this are quite nice. The backgrounds. There's a lot of tracks on here too. Oh no. Oh wow. What a nice prize. I can't believe you got somebody to donate that much time and material. That's impressive. You've got the silver tongue, man. You know, I was watching one of your streams the other night, Cammy, and I was stunned that and I thought to myself, this is what I need to do. Right in the middle of the stream, I guess someone played some kind of card. You know, when it comes to Twitch professional streaming, I am a rank amateur, so I used to watch one of my old buddies' streams, and if someone played a certain thing in the stream, he had to put on like a bunny suit, for example. And in your case, they made you exercise during your stream. And I thought to myself, this is what I need to do. I need to exercise. I don't think I'd get quite the appeal you do when it comes to exercising, but it did strike me as funny. I had to laugh. What a clever plan. It beats the bunny suit my buddy used to put on. So that right there is your Supercars 2. Just an FYI in case you're wondering. Supercars 2. Now, granted, that is the AGA remake. Supercars 2 got an 8.44, so it's right up there with the Lotus Unlimited in terms of popularity. So I was surprised by that, if I'm honest. So the last thing I got to show for you today is It's not gonna be. It's not me playing. Actually, it's we're gonna look at a video of it because I could not get this to work to save my life, and I tried. Trust me when I say that. I've tried hard to get it to work. But this is one of the last games. In fact, this could be it's amongst the last games that they made on the Amiga. Guys over at Magnetic Fields, and I'm anxious to try it. But this one is called Crystal Dragon. It's a sort of a D&D style game, or maybe sort of like a first-person dungeon crawler. Let me get the lowdown on it here. Crystal Dragon, again, released in 94. People over at Lemon have it as a 7.77. So 7's across the board. This is from a different crew. Dave Macon, Ian Lewis, and Jeff Rourke. So it's not the same fellows that worked on Lotus or Supercars. And this one is according to the box, a vast role-playing game set against a deep background story. A huge amount of challenges await. And it says here 3 difficulty levels. Unmatched game speed. Interesting thing to go down. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here. We're going to credit this fellow, by the way. MaeL, M-A-E-L. This is his playthrough. I just thought we'd at least have a quick look at it. See what it looked like. It looks like it's got some pretty cool graphics. Anybody in there familiar with this one? Let me explain why I can't play this, by the way. It might be something you might care about. So I looked high and low to find a copy of this. Now, there's a hard drive installation copy that I couldn't get to work. There's also a disc version that I couldn't get to go past the crack screen. It said hit enter to go past the crack screen, and when I hit enter, nothing happened. I hit all the keys and nothing happened. So I could never get past the crack screen, and I looked online, and other people have had the same problem. So I don't know what it's looking for, but yeah, no, and that's something else. The WHD load doesn't work, and it actually says it when it comes up. This doesn't work. So I don't know what's going on, but I know people have played it, but I could not get it to work. So at some point in the future, hopefully we'll give this one a whirl. It looks nice. I like the graphics and stuff. It's a pretty slick intro they've got going here. I'd like to sort of see the actual game. Let's get into it. Look at all the characters and stuff. That's cool. So the character generator. Again, this got 7s, so I mean it must be a pretty decent game. Holy smokes! I'd like to see the actual gameplay. Here we go. You have to get well in. I'm an old D&D guy. You probably figured it out by now. In fact, that we've just started a D&D game on Saturdays for the last few weeks. Yeah, man, give it a whirl. What's up, Double A? As usual, you're just in time for the very end, brother. Your timing is impeccable. We're just looking at the final of the games from Magnetic Fields, the Crystal Dragon. This got good scores in the magazine. CU Amiga gave it an 86. The One gave it a 90. So it looks like, this looks like it might be halfway decent if it's your cup of tea. Kind of want to see him go down the hall or something here. Here we go. Boat would hate this. I can tell you that right now. This is not his bag. These sorts of games. Anyway, I thought you guys might get a kick out of at least checking that one out a little bit. I do like this. I like watching him roll up the characters. Just to put a pin in Magnetic Fields before we call it a night. They actually did some stuff in Windows. Of course, we mentioned Supercars International. It's a shame that was out in '96, so we just missed it on the Amiga. I mean, that's when I guess the Amiga market had died. In '96, they also did the Network Q Rack Rally Championships, a rally game for DOS. They did another version called the X Miles that was also out in DOS. This is in '97. And then they had International Rally Championships. So now we're just making exclusively rally games. And this actually came out, I think this was out on DOS and PlayStation. Here, let me look here. Yeah, Windows and PlayStation. That would have been 98. And then the last game they made was, amazingly, in 99, the Mobil 1 Rally Championships. And this was from the fellows that did Lotus, Andrew Morris and Sean Southern. You know, maybe we should take a look at that real quick. I wonder if I've got that. Let's see if it's on the PlayStation. Let's see if I've got that one real quick, just for fun. I mean, normally, this sort of doesn't count, but what the heck. Ignore that for a minute. It'll clear up. Just for fun, let's have a look at it. Gosh, I can't help it. Sometimes you got to... I've got a lot of PlayStation games on here, so maybe I've got maybe I've got that game on here. So let's look real quick. Let's see here. If you're not familiar with... I'm sure most of you are by now, but if you're not familiar with the Mister, gosh, it's the best when it comes to this sort of thing. Gets you a lot of versatility, that's for sure. Now, let me see what was the name of that thing again. Mobil 1 Rally. Hey, Pack Billy. Good to see you, man. Hopefully I've got at least one of their games. Now, if I could just play one, I'd be happy. Ammo. Ah, here we go. Mobil 1 Rally. So this is the very last game that these guys made. Right here. You're going to be looking at it. That's kind of neat. I'll make a quick screen adjustment here. I mean, why not give it a shot? That's the way I look at it. That looks okay over there, actually. Let's stick with that for a minute. It's neat to think that the guys... it never really occurred to me, but the guys that made the Lotus series made a PlayStation game. So, now I'm kind of excited to see what this looks like. I wonder if we'll be able to tell. We don't have to watch this whole entrance, so I'm going to watch a little bit of it here. All right, enough of that. Let's get into it. I want to try this out here. Very good. You did better than me, man. Maybe just... And I tried multiple copies. I could not get it to load. And I tried multiple emulators. So, I don't know what I was doing wrong. So this is the Mobil 1 British Rally. Let's see what the options are here. I'm not a big rally guy, but let's see the credits. I want to see if they actually mention our boys here. Definitely a lot of... Okay. Still haven't seen our boys. God only knows what these different credits... I have no idea what the different credit sets are here. And multiple people working on this. Yeah. There it is. Ah, so they did the initial graphics, it says. There it is. There's where the credit was. Let's give it a whirl. Just for fun, let's give it a shot. Maybe we'll try their other game as well.
Sassy Beaver, Kikstart.
Okay.
Welcome to the Vauxhall.
I may do that. I may do that again. I'll hit you up on Discord, brother. We'll have a chat. I didn't expect them to be credited for the graphics. I guess by this, by this era, you're going to to think that just two guys would do a game is ludicrous, really. I mean, think about it.
Go.
We just played, in case I don't know if anybody watched Atari Unlimited last week. I love that show. It's one of my favorite shows I've done. And it was on the Jaguar, and the game we played was a motorcycle game called Super Burnout. And in an age, I believe the game came out in like 95 or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And in 1995, this is a game made by basically four guys in a basement, or excuse me, in a bedroom, and they only had the development kit every weekend. They had to borrow the kit. And they did all the graphics on the Amiga 2000 with deluxe paint, and they did all the music on the Atari ST for this Jaguar game. And I think to myself, this is got to be one of the last instances where just a couple of schlubs made a console game. I mean, this was released. This wasn't just like something that was. This wasn't homebrew. This was on a console. This was like on a cartridge. God, the control in this for me is not good. Let me see if I can figure out how to get it backed up here. God. Oh no! Oh, you like that one, Pack? I never played it till this week. I'll have to say. Or last week. But I thought it was okay. I mean, for the Jag, I'd say it's a top 10 title. Probably for the Jag, maybe top 5. The Jag is so god-awful. Man, it is tough to keep this thing on the track. I'm having all kinds of trouble. This doesn't look bad, though. Let's check out their other title, since we're here. If I've got it. What was the name of that other title they did on the PlayStation? They had two. Let me look here. So the other one was called let's see here. International Rally Championship. Let's see if we've got that one. Just for fun. This is some bonus coverage. Let's see, International. I don't see that one. International Superstar Soccer. Track and Field. Too bad. I don't think I got that one. Yeah, getting up that was harder than, was easier. Mud Mountain was easier than that game. Did it have a different name? Let me see if it has a different name. International Rally Championship or Rally Championship. Let's see if they've just got Rally Championship. Might be there. This might be the end of the line otherwise. It's wacky to think that these guys are still, I don't have that one either. That's too bad. They might be pretty rare, too. Well, that's as good a place as any to call it a night. We've been on here for a couple hours. A lot of fun. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with me. Yeah, take off, Larry. I just saw that, you hose head. You guys are killing me. Pretty good stuff from the boys over there. I'm sorry, Pack Billy. I can't help it. I've been gone for over 2 hours, man. And people, you can only take so much air in before you want to jump off a cliff. We don't want that. I understand. But don't worry. I'll be back around on Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. R. Sinclair looks at the Abbey of Death. L'Abbey de Morte, I believe is what it's called. That can't be right. But it's something like that. But the Abbey of Death on the ZX Spectrum, the beloved ZX Spectrum. And then come back next Friday and join me and Boat for some more Amiga action, because we're going to be looking at Dave Iron Man Stewart's Super Off-Road. So hopefully I'll be better driving in that than I was at this last game. It's a fact. We'll let you guys go. Thanks again for joining me. Thanks everybody who contributed with subs and various niceties. I appreciate that. Above and beyond. And I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Until the next disaster stream, be seeing you.